The Young and the Restless spoilers. Title: A Wedding Interrupted, the unforeseen revelation at Abby and Devon's ceremony. The wedding of Abby and Devon was nothing short of a dream come true. Set against the backdrop of a beautifully restored farmhouse, the atmosphere was filled with joy, love, and the warmth of family and friends gathered to celebrate their union. Guests laughed, embraced, and clinked glasses in honor of the couple, who had built a life together with love and care, now culminating in a celebration of their journey. As Abby and Devon exchanged heartfelt vows, promising to build a life together for themselves and their young son, Dominic, it felt as though nothing could cast a shadow over the day. Yet in the middle of this idyllic scene, an unexpected interruption turned the joyous event on its head. The doors swung open, and in walked Elena, cradling a small child in her arms. The festive chatter quieted into silence as she confidently made her way through the crowd, her gaze fixed firmly on Devon. Abby froze, her smile fading, as Elena stepped forward, her voice cutting through the silence. "Devon," she said, her tone cold and unwavering, "this is your son. It's time you take responsibility." Gasps filled the room as stunned guests exchanged glances, processing the bombshell that had just been dropped. While rumors had circulated about Elena's child, no one had ever expected her to bring this revelation to the wedding. The child, wide-eyed and curious, bore a striking resemblance to Devon. From the shape of his face to the expression in his eyes, the resemblance was uncanny, unmistakable. Elena didn't waver, adamantly declaring that the child was not Nate's. "If you have any doubts," she added with a steely confidence, "we can arrange a DNA test right now." Her words lingered in the air, creating a tense silence as everyone grappled with the impact of her claims. Devon, stunned and speechless, turned to Abby, whose face displayed a mix of confusion, hurt, and anger. Their love story, one they had fought hard to protect, now seemed threatened by this sudden revelation from Devon's past. Abby's heart raced, knowing how deeply this could affect not only their relationship, but also their life with Dominic, the son they had both come to love and cherish. How could the arrival of Elena and her child not change the dynamic of their family? The timing was devastating, yet it left Devon with no choice but to face the questions he had avoided for so long. Elena's actions were more than just a plea for responsibility. They carried an air of bitterness and vengeance. It wasn't merely about Devon acknowledging his child, but about disrupting the happiness he had found with Abby. She demanded reparation for the hardships she had endured alone, an acknowledgement of the bond she believed Devon had abandoned. Yet, for the guests and the newlyweds, her approach felt like an unwelcome intrusion, a tactic that crossed the line between justice and revenge. Despite the disruption, Devon's heart remained torn. He looked at the child, feeling an unspoken connection, yet grappling with the whirlwind of emotions swirling within him. If the child were truly his, it would mean rewriting the story he had so carefully crafted with Abby. It would mean taking on a new responsibility while trying to preserve the happiness he had finally achieved with his new family. Nate, standing amidst the guests, felt equally implicated in Elena's accusation. While he had moved on from their past, the possibility that he could be the child's father hung over him like a specter. Though the wedding celebration had become tense and somber, Nate stepped forward, meeting Devon's gaze. They both knew that a DNA test was inevitable, an answer needed to put an end to the swirling uncertainty, regardless of the outcome. For Abby, the entire situation felt like a nightmare. The life she had built with Devon, the family they had created with Dominic, now felt fragile, as though it could shatter with the weight of this revelation. Elena's insistence, the child's resemblance to Devon, and the doubts cast upon their future left Abby feeling vulnerable and betrayed. She clung to the hope that the love they shared would be strong enough to weather this storm, but fear crept into her heart, threatening to erode her confidence in the man she had chosen. The final question loomed, unanswered, as Devon, Abby, and Nate prepared for the inevitable DNA test. The results would either confirm Elena's claim, forcing Devon to confront the responsibilities he had unknowingly abandoned, or absolve him of her accusations, allowing him and Abby to move forward unencumbered by his past. But as they awaited the results, one thing was certain. Elena's actions had irrevocably changed the course of their lives. and the ripples of her revelation would be felt for a long time to come. As the guests slowly departed, the festive atmosphere transformed into a tense waiting game, a solemn reminder that the past has a way of catching up, even on the most carefully planned of days. In the silence that followed, Abby and Devon held on to each other, vowing to face the future together, whatever it might bring.